Hey, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Well, I was impressed with this one. I'm really impressed with this one. I really like this knife. And I liked it so much, I went back on Amazon and got one that would be a little bit more better for me to carry at work. Wouldn't be so flashy or stand out so much. So, let's check this out. Came from Amazon. I ordered this after I made the video yesterday. Came today. That is fast. Amazon. We can compare this one to the other one now. This one's a little bit different than this one. This one was $45.99. What I paid for it. And I think after all the tax and everything, it was like 47 or 48, something like that. And this one, it has the same. This one right here has the exact same steel, but it even costs less than this. Now let me show you the box. Same box as the other one. I'm not going to go into the measurements and all that kind of stuff. This is just going to be a short video. This is the one that's going to go in my drawer. I'm looking at it and looking at this one. I'm thinking to myself, I'd like to have this pocket clip on here. This one's orange. This one's orange. This one's red. Okay. So I wonder if this one has the skeletonized handles. Oh yes, it is still skeletonized. But it's a stainless steel finish. It's not a blacked out finish. But that's the look of this knife though. I'm gonna leave it like this. This is okay. I'm gonna wear a shirt over it anyway. Because I don't want to mess with this one. I like the way this one looks. I don't want to take the parts off of here and put it on here. I'm going to leave this one like this. Absolutely love it. Just like the other one, perfect. Love it. If you hear any noise in the background, that's my little girl, Juno. She's playing with her rubber band. She has this big old rubber band that she found somewhere and she plays with it. She's out in the hallway now. Well, now here she comes back in the room. She's acting like she's hunting the rubber band. Absolutely love it. Beautiful. I like the contoured G10 handles. And this one with the black pocket clip, I don't know why they didn't put a black pocket. Well, I guess I do know why, because they wanted to keep it, because everything's polished on this one. It has like a stone wash finish on the blade. These are awesome knives. Sweet. Beautiful. I think this one's the best looking one though. But you can see the butt, or the, what do you call it? The back spacers. This one I said is red and this one's orange. So I guess all the new models. This one has the AR-RPM9 steel also. All I got to say, these are nice knives. Absolutely beautiful knives. And like I said, I think these are great for EDCs. That's flush mounted screws. So it must be the older ones with the D2 that didn't have the flush mounted screws and didn't have the skeletonized handle scale. Stainless steel handle scale. Or liner, should I say, not scale, but liner on the non-leaf spring side. So the new ones, I would say get one of the new ones. These are my two. And they're so inexpensive. This is $35.99 at Amazon, on Amazon. This one was $45.99. So they're charging you $10 more for the PVD coating, basically. Because that's the only difference between the two knives. Because this one you can get with the black handle scales too. And I might still get the one with this all black. I don't know, because I want one with a black pocket clip. I don't know why I didn't notice that didn't have a black pocket clip. I just thought the knife was cool. These are so smooth. Absolutely love these. The Gobis. CJRB Gobis. You know what? I might send this one back and trade it for a black one. I'll see if they let me do that. Because I really want a black pocket clip. I wanted to get one that I can carry back and forth to work. I think I should just get the all black one with the black pocket clip. It'll be another $45 one. I think that's the reason why I went for this one, because it was cheaper with the same steel. And I thought, you know, I know what I'm gonna do. I'll decide. I'll hang out. I'll mess around for a day. I'm not gonna carry this knife because I might send it back. That's a beautiful little knife. Nothing's wrong with it. It's absolutely beautiful. I just want an all black one with the mainly I want a black pocket clip, and I don't want to take this one apart to make this one be with the black pocket clip. I could do that though too though. Or if they sell pocket clips, maybe I'll just buy a pocket clip. That's another possibility too. Because lots of times, to be truthful though, you know, like for knives I'm going to use for utilitarian uses, and that's how I plan to use this. I don't plan it to be like a self-defense tool or anything. But, you know, I like to carry knives that could be a self-defense tool, even though their main purpose with me is to be utilitarian. This is a knife I would use for cutting stuff and opening up stuff and making lunch at work and stuff like that. It'd be an everyday user. And sometimes for knives like that, I like to have like a stonewash finish blade, because it's easiest to repair if it gets scratched up or something like that, and it's like, you know, it's no big deal. Because lots of times when I have black finish blades, I use them for very light duty stuff, because I don't want to mess up the finish on the blade. Whereas this knife, I'll use it for whatever I need to use it for, because I'm not worried about getting the finish messed up. And if it does get a little hairline scratch or something with stonewash, you can just polish it. It'll be a polished blade then, but you know, it'll get rid of the scratch. So I don't know. This one would be perfect if I had a black pocket clip. So I don't know if CJRB sells pocket clips. Maybe I need to check into that. And if they do, I might just buy a black pocket clip, because I like the knife. It would be perfect for what I want it for. I love it. So this one has orange aluminum hardware. whereas this one has red aluminum hardware. So maybe with the different models and the different handles and stuff like that, maybe they give them different color backspacer and what you call it, whatever you call this around the pivot. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. It's an awesome little knife. Sweet. I really like the Gobis. And I'm listening to you too, Wild Bill, out there, if you're seeing this video. Because Wild Bill suggested that I get an artisan waistline. And you know what? I've checked them out, and they do look interesting to me. So I'll bet you I'll get one of those very soon too, Wild Bill. Check one of those out. Because that knife, and I'm sort of torn between getting like the carbon fiber or the black G10. Those are the two that I like on the lower end. But I also like that titanium one, because they have a black titanium with the S35EN or M390, I think it is. The M390 one is like $224 or something like that, and the S35EN I think is like $180, $87 or something like that, somewhere around there. I see them on eBay for like $178 or something like that. Because sometimes if you go through like Smoky Mountain Knife Works or one of the other online stores, you can avoid taxes and things. So it's actually a little bit cheaper than buying something on eBay. So you got to really compare prices. That's what I do all the time. Because sometimes the best deal's in the store. Especially if they give you like a discount. Like if you have a discount code. Absolutely love these. These are awesome little knives. I like them because they're like a perfect size. It's like almost a 4-inch blade. It's like a 3 3/4 inch blade. It's a nice little knife. And it doesn't weigh anything. I mean, I think it weighed 3.5 ounces. Let's weigh them and see. I think we weighed them yesterday. We weighed this one yesterday. I think it was 3.5 ounces. Yep, 3.5. 3.5. Even though these look a lot different because of the handle scales, they're both pretty much exactly the same. Only difference is that this one has PVD coating on the hardware and the blade and the liners, the stainless steel liners, but they're made exactly the same. This is G10, just like this is G10. This is just black G10. And this is what they call a natural G10 or a jade G10. And I really love this G10, but it is a bit flashy for me. I was just thinking to myself, you know, another thing that'd be cool is to do a video disassembling these things and swapping the parts. And making an all black knife and making a knife with shiny parts and the shiny handles. That's a thought. What do y'all think? Should I try to swap all the parts on these? See if the parts are swappable? That'd be a good video for you guys too, so you know if the parts are swappable. But once I do that though, I can't send anything back. That's the only thing bad about that. Because I'm debating if I really want the all black one. But I like this though. I like the stonewash blade too. But anyway, that's it for these. I just want to put this out there and let you guys see these. Let you guys know I was getting one to put in my drawer. This one, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or not. It may go back. Amazon has a really good return policy. But I really like it though, so I may keep it. And yeah, it's only $35, you know what I mean? So I could really just keep it and just get the other one, because the other one's only $45. It's not that big of a deal. I know something, though, this one's smoother. The all black one's smoother. And sometimes that's because when they finish something with a black coating or any kind of coating, adds a little bit more thickness to things and makes things fit a little bit tighter and better, as opposed to being unfinished. This one feels smoother than the other one. This one feels smoother. Let me let you guys listen to them. Okay, now listen to this one. This one's a lot smoother. You know what? I might send it back because maybe I wanted a black finish one. If the black finish ones are a lot smoother. Okay, that might be my decision right there because this one's not as smooth as this. I bet you because it's uncoated. I bet you with the coating, everything fits better. Or everything works better. Maybe the PVD coating itself is like a lubricant. Because this one's coated on the liners and on the blade. And it just operates so smooth. That's why I fell in love with this one. Okay, I just think this one is super smooth. Absolutely, I would say get the black coated ones. Even though I like this one, it's just not as smooth. Oh, I see what's it's got a little bit of lock tick or lock stick. That's what it is. Little tiny bit of lock stick. But it still locks up tight though. It's solid as a rock. You know, and that little tiny bit of lock tick might wear down after you use it too. Because it's just very, 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 very slight. It's probably got a little tiny burr on it. That's what I bet you it is. You know what? I think I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to keep it. Because I like the fact that it's got this kind of uncoated blade. I just need to get a different pocket clip. Get a different pocket clip, it'll be perfect. That one's going in the drawer. I'm going to keep it. I don't know why, but sometimes I like things sometimes when they're slightly imperfect. It's like me, I'm not perfect. So I can't be expecting everything else to be perfect. But the one with the natural color G10 handle scales, that one's perfect. That one came perfect. This one's, you know, at a score of 1 to 10, I'd give it an 8, 8.5, almost 9 though. You know, because the only thing that's not making it a 10 is that I think it's got a little tiny burr. But it still locks up tight. There's no blade wobble or no blade tick or anything like that. No up and down or no side to side. So I bet you that little bit of that little burr. I'm not even going to take it apart and mess with it because I think it'll just wear away. Because I'm going to carry this one and use it. It'll probably be gone within a day or so. Because many times I'm going to open and close it. But that would be fun. You know, I sort of want to do that because I want to carry one of these for a little bit. I want to see what these new liner locks are like. I want to see it. Because the old ones, if you mess with them too much, if you fidget it with them too much, they would get up and down blade play all the time because you'd start to wear out the leaf spring, the area where it contacts with the back of the blade tank. You get worn a little bit and you get a little bit of up and down. My oldest tie light has a little bit of up and down. The one I used to carry all the time. That's the one made out of the used parts. It's got the 7075 aluminum handles now, but it's not the one that's all polished with the Chris. It's the one with the polished bayonet style blade. I think you guys have seen it. And the handle, I went halfway on it and got tired of messing with it. And I just polished the handle halfway finished. I thought it looked kind of cool like that. It looks like it's worn. But originally it was a Oz 8 blade with the the Grivix handle scales. The original Grivix handle scales for the tire lights. Now these aren't as smooth as like I'm going to compare them to these, because these are liner locks too. A compression lock to me is just like a new type of liner lock, one that's easier to use, where you don't have to put your hand in the path of the blade when you close the blade. But it's still basically a liner lock, and that's the reason why I'm going to pull this one out too, because this one's the same way. This is a liner lock also, but it has a button that depresses the liner lock, and it locks it in place, and you have to press the button to open it too. You just touch the button, 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 touch the button. You don't keep your finger on the button. If you keep your finger on the button, then it does stuff like this. So you just touch it. That's a trick to this one. You just touch it. Takes a little bit of practice, but it's actually a lot of fun to fidget with. This one's fun to fidget with, but I don't want to really carry this one as an everyday knife, because I know it's a liner lock, and there's nothing that protects your fingers. If this lock was to fail, this would tear you up if you had to use this as a self-defense knife. And I really don't know how strong the liner lock, or the push button, the Civivi push button mechanism is, or the liner lock push button, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know how strong that is. It might be super weak, but then again, it might be super strong. I don't know. I've never seen it tested. These, I know they're not strong because I've seen these tested by Cold Steel, but because it has a bigger finger choil and it has a big flipper tab, it makes it not able to fold in on your hand. So I feel totally safe with one of these knives, even if I have to use it as a self-defense tool. But this knife I use as a utility knife. To me, this is a utility knife. But I even like my utility knives to be good self-defense tools if they need be. And that's what this is. The grip on this is awesome. I love the sliver axe. The only thing bad about the sliver axe that a lot of people complain about is that the detent is super weak. The detent is super weak on this one. Super weak. Oh, and yeah, and you can open it just by pushing on the lock. That's what you saw me doing right there. Just pushing on the lock. Or you can open up with the middle finger flick, or any finger flick really. This one finger flicks super easy. Or you can go with the flipper. Or you can just open up old school with a thumb hole. This is a beautiful little knife. It's super lightweight. I forget how much it weighs. I just know it doesn't weigh anything. 3.3 ounces. This is a beautiful knife. This one and the amalgam are two of my favorite. These are my two favorite Spydercos. It's not a strong knife. To me, this is a utility knife, but I feel safe using it because it has a flipper tab. Same thing with these. These aren't strong knives either because they have liner locks. And the liner lock looks like it's very well made and all that, but still it's a liner lock. It's not even a frame lock. I expect a frame lock to be a little bit stronger than a liner lock. But it's still a beautiful knife because it has the big flipper tab and you don't have to worry about folding it on your hand, even if the lock gives out. So I recommend these. I like these. These, I think, the Civivi, the Elementum button lock, to me this is a fun fidget knife and it's a great utility knife, but I wouldn't want to have to depend on this one for my self-defense tool. Because there's no finger guard. No flipper tab for protect my fingers. I think this would just fold in on my hand and jack me all up. Now, other than that, I like it though because it's a very well made knife. It's a beautiful little knife. Very sharp. And it's fun to play with. Has a good edge. But to me, it's just a toy. I'd put this one on toy status. These are users. These are knives I would use. I recommend to get to, if you want to have a knife to carry every day and to use every day, I would recommend, I would go more of this route. Or, like American Lawman. American Lawman fits right in here too. What else I got over here that would compare with that? These are other knives I would consider to be good work knives. These are the ones that are in my drawer. These are the ones I actually do carry for work. This is CRKT Trask. American Lawman. That's American Lawman, the new one. And this one's going to be the next one. It's going to be the next one in this group. So these are going to be my work knives. I got a couple more that I carry to work too, but they're smaller though. Well, no. This is another one of my favorite work knives, my Kiko, the Hug, and my big work knife that I'll carry sometimes to work, the Amalgam. Those are knives I like to carry to work. Amalgam's got a blade that's great for everything. It slices through cheese and butter and cuts bacon up and does everything. Good for cutting up sausages. Does everything. This one's same thing. These two right here are two probably my favorites for work right now this year. I just found out about these this year thanks to Wild Bill. Wild Bill turns me on to a lot of great knives that I've never even considered before because I don't really pay attention too much to the Spyderco. But as soon as I found out about these two knives, oh man, it's on like Donkey Kong. And I even got the Trophin too, but that's not my favorite. These two are my favorites. And the Mannix 2XL, I got a couple of those and a couple of Chinooks, but these are the ones I like. I like these better than all of them. And I know the other ones, like the Chinooks, they probably got the strongest lock because they got the power lock. And the Mannix 2XLs that I have, the 2XLs I have, those probably have a stronger lock than this too because they have the ball bearing lock or whatever you call it. And the Tropin's just like these, this compression lock. But I really like the compression lock. It's a fun lock to use. It's a fun lock for opening and closing, and I know once you figure it out, it's real fun. This one's got the heavier blade. This one feels like a totally different knife than this one because it feels super light. This one feels more heavy duty. Even though I wouldn't consider it a heavy duty knife because I don't consider anything with a compression lock or a liner lock really a heavy duty knife. Heavy duty knives to me are like triads. Triads and deadbolts and heavy duty axis locks like the Adamas and stuff and Contigos. But anyway, that's it for today. This is the new one in the bunch. And I think I'm gonna keep it. I might just keep this one and get the black one and get another one anyway and get the black one. It's not like it's a lot of money or anything. All three of these knives together is about as much as I spend usually on one knife. This one by itself costs more than if I get the black one, it still costs more than all three of them. And these are awesome. These are absolutely awesome. I sort of want to see what the really nice waistline looks like. The artisan. Am I saying that right? Waistline looks like the one that with the titanium handles and least S35VN. I really would like to have the M390, but I don't know if it's worth that much more money to me than S35EN. Because a Smoky Mountain knife works, you think you use the discount codes. So you might be able to get 10 or 20% off. So if it costs $224, I mean, it may make it like $200. I don't know, maybe I will get the M390. I don't know. I really need to get motorcycle parts right now. Knives always tempt me. I love knives. Why do I love knives so much? I have no idea. I have no idea. I've loved them ever since I was a little kid. I don't know. Maybe I was a knife maker in my past life. Who knows? But anyway, that's it for today. Hope everybody's doing good out there. It's smoky outside today, hot and smoky. Well, I guess we're officially out of Afghanistan. Hope things don't get too crazy over there where they just start executing people and stuff like that. I don't want to see that happen. Especially all those people that were helping our soldiers. But anyway, peace out. Stiletto.